So hello, time for a little update on the Deatlef Deathwing project. A little bit of a tongue twister there. So it's been long overdue, this update, but finally I'm ready to ship some more things to Deatlef, or Arbonoctua, as you might know him here on YouTube. So anyway, let's get to it. So this is a Venerable Dreadnought that I made up for him, and we can just quickly go over my thoughts behind it and what I've done. So the Venerable Dreadnought body is from Forge World. It's a gorgeous model with a lot of great details on them. I especially like these long flowing scroll ribbons that I have going all the way from the back here and down across the front. Some nice purity seals and details with the ubiquitous skulls, of course, and this nice little knight-like helmet inside. So I did some script work here on the flowing things with some red lettering on, and attempted a little golden aqualab down there, and yeah, this is the way it turned out. It had some great details down here on the shin guard as well, an angel on that side, and if you switch it over to here, there's a little sword, winged sword symbol, and some nice purity seals. Just gonna twist him around to the back. You can see also here on this joint here, there's some nice winged sword as well. Back isn't all that exciting. Little mechanical symbol that I painted over here, and all the rest of the machine stuff that of course Dreadnought wants to have to function correctly. Base work is per his requests, a little kind of a desert base. I did some rock work and stuff for this Dreadnought just to make it a little bit more elaborate, because it's such a big base. If you see on the side there, I also installed some magnets. Quite big magnets, because I don't want the weapons to droop down when you magnetize them on. And I actually completed 3 weapon options for him to use. One is this twin-linked glass cannon arm. If you have some good eyesight, I'm just gonna scooch him over for a second. You can actually see that I did a little transfer myself. It says "Repent, for tomorrow you die," which is one of the Dark Angel quotes. Did some bright varnish on the lens there. Some gold work, because it's a Venerable Dreadnought. I decided to use gold as an accent color on him. This is the magnet that I put in for the weapon. So put back and tie him in as well. You have to be a bit careful when you apply the magnet, because it's got quite a strong pull. So be sure not to lean on these scroll work when you put them on, because then as you can see, these weapons won't go anywhere when you actually put them on. So that's the last cannon for one side, and then you have these other options. One of them is a rocket launcher. I put this symbol here denoting the actual company he used to belong to when he was still alive. I got the same symbol on the other close combat arm as well, and carried it over to his drop pod transport as well. So not too much fancy work here, just normal drop pod, not drop pod, normal missile launcher arm. Bit of a lens work. And then we have the Dreadnought close combat arm with a Stormbolter option down there. Of course, skulls all in gold, and these two as well snap onto this side to complete the Dreadnought like that. Hope Deatlef will like this Dreadnought. They put quite a lot of work on it. It has some great detail. I'm gonna scooch that one over there now and then bring in his transport. I'm gonna try and close up the doors. I magnetized the doors as well. This is a good tip if you're doing the drop pods, because the doors have a tendency to not stay up when you glue them in. And it's a bit hard to get it in shot, but so I put a little magnet up here just above the little notch or the little groove you have there. And if we take a look on the actual door, there's a little thing that goes into that groove, and I put the magnet just above it. It's a good way to actually align the magnet good when you put them in like that. And then when you close the door, it just goes up very nicely, and then you can hear the... Oh, you couldn't hear it on that door, but when you put it close, it stays closed. So beginning on the outside, I'll try and pull back a little bit. It's a bit hard to get the whole thing in the picture, but this will have to do. So on the front side, this is denoting the door or the exit way for the Dreadnought. As you all can see, this is just a regular drop pod. It's not a Dreadnought drop pod, but in game it will do just fine. I put this winged angel, Dark Angel's angel on it with a sword and the word repent on the little scroll work down there. And then I think we're going to go around like this. And then you have the same company symbol that is from his old company on his drop pod. And then if you continue along, there's a little quote down here as well. Never forget, never forgive, the fallen must repent. Another quote for their hunt for the fallen angels. And then if we continue along, we have this other symbol, and this is the Deathwing symbol. I thought it appropriate, and this is the symbol for what is actually now a part of the Deathwing. Then if we continue along, we have another saying down here. Maybe if I bring it a bit closer, you can see it. It's a bit hard to read. I can't hardly read it myself, but I think it says, and the angels of darkness descended on pinions of fire and light, the great and terrible dark angels. And then we're back at the front door like this. As you can see, I've done some weathering work on this with some oils and stuff, just to we agreed not to do too much weathering on the models, but I think a drop pod needs a little bit of weathering, because they just, well, it's the nature of what they do. They drop from space through the atmosphere, so they're gonna look a bit weathered and dinged up, I think. Then if we open up, you can see I've done a lot of rust and weathering on the inside as well. And the doors all open up. Some hazard stripes on the sides, and I actually removed the harnesses in the middle here, and there's a little bit of a knob sticking up where you attach the harness control thing, and I cut that off and replaced it with a disc and a dark inlet symbol. Then you have the weapon mount, and this actually can mount two kinds of weapons. This is the missile launcher, and I magnetized this as well. Just put the two magnets in here. So I actually painted up the other option as well, which is this stormbolter thingy, and you can just tilt it up a bit, and then you put the pegs in the hole like that, and it snaps to fit. So there we have the stormbolter. I pointed it outwards toward the exit door. You can rotate this you can rotate this weapon mount, but I wouldn't recommend doing that too much, because it actually takes off a bit of the color along the edge, because the fit is so tight. So yeah, that's it for the Dreadnought and its transport. I'm gonna put these up again, and I'm gonna put them together like this. And there we have it. Venerable Dreadnought for Deathwing and its drop pod transport. I hope you liked it, Deatlef, and I will be doing more updates very soon before I send the next package off to you. So game on, and I will see you on the next update. Bye.